Patrick here, Half Cheetah Will View, and welcome to Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, that can only mean one thing, and that means it's Library Day. And welcome to the library. Uh, so we had a pretty good haul this week. It was bag sale week at the library, and that's where you go and you bring a bag. And we fill it up for $6 full of stuff. And I was going there. I was hoping to find the new Jack Reacher book. I had mentioned that last week during my haul, but unfortunately, that book got picked up. So I was sort of bummed out by that, but I will keep my eye out for it. Um, but I got a nice mixture of history, TV shows, TV seasons, Blu-rays, and some DVDs, and let's get it cracking. And yes, I do have a centerpiece for the show, and I'll show that to you at the end of the what I got, and you'll be happy for me. I promise. All right, so Blu-rays wise was not very big. We got a copy of It Follows. I have it on DVD. I don't have it on Blu-ray, so it was an upgrade. Next up, I got a 2-disc special edition of Zodiac. David Fincher. This is his director's cut of the Zodiac. True story. I used to go swimming in Lake Berryessa. I've been fishing in Lake Berryessa, and that's the lake where two of the killings took place. So I know that area pretty well. I did when I was a kid. Me and my brother we went fishing there. We went swimming there, and yeah, it wasn't that far away from my dad's house. All right, Zodiac. And next up, I got this fantastic blue PBS special about the Vietnam War. That was a film. It was filmed by Ken Burns. This thing is packed. This is one of my. I think this might be my first Ken Burns uh, uh, pickups. I know he did the Civil War, and I do have a little bit of a Civil War in here. I'll get to that in a minute, but I'm not. I think that is by Ken Burns as well. So I think I picked up both. So the Ken Burns Civil War is tremendous, but this is the Vietnam War. All right, now we're getting to the DVDs, and yes, I found some good ones. I went boutique ballah. That's right. I, I actually, I actually got this because I saw this Bones. Mr. Bones just did this last week. He put out his Anchor Bay Entertainment, like his collection, and one of the films that he put up that I found today for 25 cents. That's right, budget ballas. Was I found Battle Royale, and there's the Anchor Bay right there. So yeah, really happy about that. That was cool. Now I have seen it at the library before. I have seen, but I don't know why I didn't pick it up. I really could not tell you. I have seen it at the library before. I don't know why I didn't pick it up, but I did this time. Next up is a movie that the professor and Echo have talked about quite a bit on their channels, and I got a copy today from my library, and that is Wreck. This is the first Wreck right here, and this is the movie that Quarantine was. The U.S. remake was called Quarantine, so this is the original Wreck right here. It's Spanish. This is the Spanish movie right here. All right. Next up is the one library movie that I got. I got one library movie, and I did pick it up. And Teenage Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem. This is the one library book this is the one library movie that I got. That's it. After being told that there were library stuff. Next up, I think I might have this already. I'm not entirely sure. But I don't really remember me having it, and but I did, so I picked it up on the safe side, and that is Idle Hands. That's right, with Devon Sawa and Jessica Alba. So it's a little beat up, but the disc is pristine. So, but there's some water damage to the to the case, but like I said, the The disc itself is minty. So I have never seen this movie. That was Ken Sledge just fainted over there. That was him fainting. He just fainted. Yeah. So I've never watched Tidal Hands before. Okay. Next up, it's a movie I've never heard before. Never heard of it at all, but it stars Jeff Daniels, and I am a fan of Jeff Daniels, and this is a movie called Chasing Sleep. Chasing Sleep. And this stars Molly Price, Gil Bellows, Emily Burgel, and Julia McMahon, who played Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four, and he was on Charmed as well. Chasing Sleep, and this is the PBS special of Ken Burns' The Civil War. I've never seen this before, but I've always wanted to. The package is beat up pretty bad. The package is going to be like, it's pretty beat up. But I'm glad I got it anyway. All the discs are pristine. So, really, really good documentary haul this week. All right. Next up, I got season 1 of the Ricky Gervais Show. This is the animated series of Ricky Gervais. And this including Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pickington. So this is the first season. Pretty cool. And also I picked up the second season of Ricky Gervais. So this I've never seen this at all either. So yep. Okay, next up, season 1 of The Venture Brothers. This is from Adult Swim. This aired late at night on Cartoon Network. And this is more of an more adult content, so it'll be a little bit more gore, probably a little bit sassy language per se. But I've heard of The Venture Brothers, but I've actually never seen it. All right. Next up, 3 documentaries. They're all together, and that is called Battlefield. This is covering World War II. The great sea battles of World War II, great European battles of World War II. Not sure if you saw this or not, so back up it goes. So this is War in the Pacific. This is great European battles of World War II. So this is where the Band of Brothers would be at right here, and the Masters of the Air, they would be found here. And then Russia, the Eastern Front, and you would have heard a lot about that being mentioned in like a show like Hogan's Heroes. Sending you to the Eastern Front. Just shoot me now. And there you go. So those all pristine. And this was really cool. This almost made my centerpiece. But it didn't. Almost. But I did find the alternative, The Shining. This is the one that Stephen King liked and he approved of, and I found it. I found this. I'm so happy. I was like, hell yes. And there's Rebecca Mornay looking all sexy and stuff. This stars Rebecca De Mornay, Steven Weber, Melvin Van Peebles, Will Hornoff, Elliot Gould, Pat Hingle, John Durbin, Stanley Anderson, and Cortland Mead. So I never saw this, but I know this is the version that Stephen King liked. And it's the one that's true to the book. True to the book. That means not killing off people that are critical to your story. Okay, and I also picked up practically brand new, and I already had the first season of this show, but I picked up the second season here, Joan of Arcadia. And this has a great cast to it. Amber Tamblyn. This also has, let's see, who else is in here? Let's see. Mary Steenburgen and Joe Matanga, I believe. So, yeah, great shape too. I had the first season. The centerpiece, the one I got so excited about. Of course, I'm going to be really excited every time this happens, right? And I know you're thinking, going like, "Oh shit, he found himself at Criterion." Hell yeah, good job, Patrick. Yeah, Criterion, Criterion by Tyrion or whatever, Therion or whatever it is. No, what I found was I found an ISC movie that I don't have. This is called Angels of Sex, and this looks to be like a drama movie, but it's underneath the ISC Midnight label. And they did this once in a while. They would put a movie that was more inclined to be on ISC. They put it underneath the Midnight ISC Midnight. I cannot tell you why. The most craziest example that I have in my collection is there's a movie that was made called The 12th Man. It was set in World War II. It was a true story. 12 freedom fighters were on a mission, and 11 of them got caught and killed, and they were hunting for the 12th one. It's a World War II suspense chase, sort of like The Great Escape. For some reason, and I still don't understand why they did it, they made it into an ISC Midnight movie, and it's not. It's nothing supernatural, nothing horror other than World War II horror, of course. But I mean, not enough horror or supernatural. This seems to be the same thing they did. They put this underneath the ISC. There's nothing scary about this. There's nothing horror about this. They just put it underneath there. I think they're just trying to fill a quota, like releasing 3 or 4 ISC midnight titles per quarter to keep the interest going. And I think this movie got lumped into it. This movie is, I believe, this is Spanish. This is set in Spain. But super happy to have it. It's so rare to get this. So rare. So I'm tickled. All right. Well, that's the haul for this week. That's a good one. I'm pretty happy with it. This is one of the better ones. But you tell me what you think. How did I do? Did we do well? What would you be most excited to watch first? Drop a comment. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so whenever I do these videos, you'll be the second to know. All right. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.